Did you ever wish that there was a drag and drop interface for the R programming language that allowed you to easily create a wide variety of different chart types to quickly switch between plot types, and that was much easier to use than coding everything by hand? Basically, are you looking for Tableau but in R? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then this is the video for you. Hey everyone, welcome back. It's me, the Part-Time Economist, and in today's video, I'm going to be introducing you to the GWalkR package in the R programming language. This is a fantastic package that takes so much of the hard work out of creating plots. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right in. The first thing you're going to want to do is install the GWalkR package. Keep in mind the capitalization here is important, so you want to make sure you spell it right. After that, you're going to pull it into the workspace using the library command. And then to start visualizing the data, all you have to do is type GWalkR and then pass in the name of your data set. What it's going to do is it's going to bring up this interactive dialog for you. So all you've got to do is going to read your data set. It's going to have the variables, the column headers on the left. All you have to do is drag and drop them, and it is going to create an amazing chart for you. So we'll do miles per gallon, we will do horsepower, and it is going to create a scatter plot for us. Now, obviously there is a huge problem. By default, it is going to aggregate these values for us, right? So it's thinking we want the average miles per gallon versus the average horsepower, which is not what we want. So if we don't want those aggregated, we just click on this little box and it gives us the scatter plot that we're looking for. Now, this is pretty cool, right? Because we see that inverse relationship as horsepower goes up, miles per gallon goes down, which again is very intuitive. But there's a couple things that I want to point out. Number one, this is a scatter plot. If we wanted to change to a different plot type, all we would have to do is click from this menu, right? And obviously, not all of these plot types are going to make sense with the data that we're working with. So this box plot looks a little bit weird here. But what I'm trying to show you is that we can quickly change between different plot types, right? So this is great for getting an initial look at your data, just to kind of visualize things. So let's go back to that traditional scatter plot that we had. What you'll notice is that by default, it's just using blue dots for everything, right? But maybe we have reason to suspect that the relationship between horsepower and weight is influenced by some third variable, right? So just as an example, let's drag the cylinder to color. And what you're going to notice is that it is going to color code all of these different cylinders, right? So the 8-cylinder vehicles are going to be this dark blue. The 4 cylinders are going to be this light blue. And out of the box, this blue color isn't terrible, right? It's okay. But if we're wanting more of a contrast, we can adjust that by going to the config. We're going to change our color palette to whatever we want. Let's go with dark 2. Let's go ahead and confirm. And it's going to change that color palette to give us a little bit more contrast. Now, we can also change the shape. So let's stick with cylinder. Let's drag that to shape. And what you're going to notice is that it color codes by the shape as well. So obviously, I think this is a really fantastic package because it allows you to have, number one, a drag and drop interface, quickly create some plots. Now, me personally, if I was doing a super detailed plot, I would prefer to create it in ggplot, right? I'm more familiar with it. In my opinion, it gives much more in-depth customization. However, if you're just creating a quick chart, you don't want to do all of the coding by hand, this can be a fantastic tool to have in your arsenal. So if you're interested in the package, I would definitely recommend checking out the official documentation, digging deeper into all of the functionality. But my goal with this video was just really to show you that, number one, this package exists, but number two, it can do a lot of your basic visualizations very quickly, very easily. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found the video useful, and I will see you next time.